Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law is celebrating 25 years of helping clients and their families respond with confidence to the legal, financial, and personal challenges created by aging, long-term illness, and disability. How did this Middle Tennessee elder law firm, one of the most respected in the nation, get its start? For founder Tim Takacs, it was personal.
Older gentleman came in, and I vividly remember him walking into my office, and it was just me and my receptionist, my office assistant, who was part-time, and he came in and he said, my wife is in a skilled nursing facility, and I don't know what to do. And I told him, I said, I'm not really sure I know what to do either, but we're gonna find out, and I'm gonna help you through this situation. And that's what I've been doing really for the last 25 years.
As his caseload grew, Takacs began exploring enhancements to the traditional asset-focused practice of elder law.
One of the things that I learned when I joined the National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys and started getting their publications and actually attending conferences that the organization had was that much, if not most, of elder law, at least it was as it was practiced at that time, focused on public benefits. Essentially, how do you qualify for Medicaid? People who are, the perception at that time was all older people, most of them were going to wind up in a nursing home, and they were going to have an asset protection problem. How do I protect my assets? How do I protect my estate so that I can pass it on to my children or my heirs? And I did a lot of that type of work, and we still do a lot of that type of work today, where we help our clients and our families qualify for benefits. But what I learned very early on in the mid-90s, that families were coming to me, and yes, they were concerned about, well, how do I save the house? How do we save the money? But what they really were concerned about was, how can I take care of my mom? She's living at home. What can I do to bring in help? And how can that help be effective? And how am I going to know what good care is? Or say, for instance, my husband is in a skilled nursing facility. Is he able to come back home, or do we need to move to assisted living? And what are our options? And although, like many of my colleagues, we are trying to give answers to those questions, I'm not qualified to do that. I don't have the experience, I don't have the training, I don't have the expertise in that. And so what I realized is that I needed to bring a team of non-lawyer professionals into the practice to assist our clients and our families with what we've come to call the elder care journey.
In 1998, Takacs hired the firm's first care coordinator. Later that year, Takacs renamed the firm Elder Law Practice of Timothy L. Takacs and began sharing his innovation, known as life care planning, with attorneys throughout the United States.
Now, when I started this, I know some of my colleagues thought, well, you're crazy. How can you do this? You're going to lose. You're going to lose business. And I would often tell them, I say, no, you're the one that's like behind the times, because I developed a business model where I could make this successful. And since we started doing this in 1998, I actually, I think the first time that I really sort of publicly unveiled this, I gave a speech to NALA in 2002, and I talked about the life care plan. And I remember that meeting, and everybody, of course, everybody walked out of the room, and one of my colleagues came up to me and says, "Do you realize what you just started?" Everybody left, and they thought, "Yeah, we've just heard something new. We've just heard the future of elder law."
By the early 2000s, Takacs had documented his new approach and began teaching other attorneys how to implement the life care planning practice model in their own firms.
We've taught the fundamentals of life care planning, which is really what it turned out to be. We've taught that to hundreds of lawyers throughout the United States. We have averaged about one, what we call attorney visitor, one a month since 2002. So there are probably 150, maybe close to 200 lawyers that have actually visited my office, from as far away as Hawaii.
In 2011, Barbara Boone McGinnis, a geriatric nurse practitioner with extensive experience as an executive in long-term care facilities, joined the firm as an associate attorney. She became partner in 2016, and the firm rebranded as Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law in early 2017. Both Barbara McGinnis and Tim Takacs are certified elder law attorneys, making their firm the only one in Middle Tennessee with 2 certified elder law attorneys on staff.
After being here for 6 years now, and every day is a learning and growing experience, I'm excited to think about what the future holds for our firm and our industry. We know that the market for elder law and elder care law will continue to grow for many years to come because of the demographics, the way our society is aging. Unfortunately, there is a component to that our healthcare system is so difficult to navigate for older people and people with chronic illness that I know undoubtedly our unique model of elder law and elder care law practice will continue to grow and flourish as well.
In the last 25 years, the team at Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law has worked to make life better for the many clients who have sought their aid.
I went from one person with a computer, Google searching how to take care of the rest of my mother's life, to instantly having a full team of experienced, qualified people who've done this many times before. I never had a question that stumped them. They had always seen it before. They'd always had the answer right away. What was new to me was second nature to them.
Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law's innovations have comforted many families, inspired hundreds of attorneys nationwide, and transformed the practice of elder law in the United States. Today, the firm's 3 attorneys, 2 elder care coordinators, 2 public benefit specialists, and other professionals work together to serve clients throughout Tennessee.
I've got the best job in the world. I mean, what higher calling that you can have is to help someone take care of their loved one.
At Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law, we consider it an honor and a privilege to help our clients protect what matters most: quality of life for loved ones, family wealth, and peace of mind.